What's going on, everyone? It's Elite Cuz 29 here with a video today, and today I'm going to be talking about NASCAR 16. What will I be talking about dealing with NASCAR 16? I'm going to be talking about quality over quantity, the approach that I want DMI to take with NASCAR 16. But before I get into that, as you guys can see in the background, I got some Project Cars gameplay going on. That's the name of the game, Project Cars. I'm at Watkins Glen, the NASCAR layout, and I'm using the NASCAR 4 Fusion, the latest one they use in real life. And this is cool because you guys got some gameplay to watch in the background this time around. Instead of just looking at a blank screen like last time. For those who have tuned into that video, I had a blank screen. I had a DMI logo, and I was talking about my thoughts about DMI getting a license to NASCAR games and explaining what they was and stuff like that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay in the background while I talk about um NASCAR 16 and the topic I'm about to talk about. So I've been seeing a lot of videos lately, the past year and a half of wish lists. I've been seeing people with wish lists, and they want to see this in NASCAR 16. They want to see uh, what they want to see when it comes to NASCAR 16. Like, if I had to name some stuff, people want to see extra series in the game, like the Xfinity and trucks, even the Can-Am series. Uh, People been naming like outrageous, not outrageous, but features that that'll take a lot to implant into the game. You know, Stuff like 24 or 32 players online, which I'm pretty sure is hard to do. All these other features and stuff and all that. At the end of the day, and this is just my opinion of it. I don't know how you guys would feel. Um, those are real good suggestions, but at the end of the day, I want DMI to focus on the basics. I want them to focus on the basics before they focus on all that other stuff. Trust me, it could be added into the game, but if they're going to add those features into the game, they got to execute those features. They can't just half-ass it like you know, and just add, it's not completed, it's buggy and all that. If you're going to add all that other stuff, everything has to be well executed. But what I mean by basics, what I want DMI to focus on the basics. I'm talking about stuff like AI damage, physics, online career. Those are five important things. Three of those are the main three. The top three to me is AI, physics, and I'll say career mode. That's the main three I want them to focus on. The main three. It's five things I'll name, but the top three is those things. The basics. They got to focus. I want a quality NASCAR game. I don't want a NASCAR game where it's got a whole bunch of stuff in it and it's not well executed. Not to mention you don't got the basics, executed as well. I want the NASCAR game to be crisp and fresh and stuff. I want everything to work properly. I want good AI. Just think about it. Okay, they add the stuff that y'all want in the game. Like, for example, the Xfinity and trucks. Okay, you got that in there, but it's not well executed. And what I mean by that, I'm just naming an example. You got the Xfinity and trucks, and they're doing the wrong speeds. They're doing the trucks do like 100. If they go to a track like Las Vegas, or you go to a track like Las Vegas, in the trucks do like 170 some miles at Vegas. What if DMI gets that wrong and the trucks are doing 195, 196 at Vegas? Then that's not gonna be right. I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, everybody want realism. That was just an example. You know, at the end of the day, this stuff has to be executed. Trust me, I would love all that stuff in the game, the Can series, the 24 players online, the being able to watch people online, and stuff like that. A lot of lobby features. I do want basic. What I mean by basics, I'm talking about like if I had to name if I want a career mode, I want a good career mode, but don't try to go past your limits. You know, it has to be executed. I would like a career mode similar to '04 at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure that won't be all that hard to execute. Um, you know, you don't have to have the extra series like how NASCAR 6 had it and all that. I would just like a career mode similar to '04 and that's it. NASCAR 304. But, that's what I'm talking about though. Like, don't try to go past your limits. If something's not working, just try to, add it later on in the patch and stuff like that. I don't want no half-ass futures in the game. I don't want, the stuff, the basics of the game to be not executed as well. Um, you know, at the end of the day, everybody wants good AI, everybody wants good damage, everybody wants good physics, all that other stuff because okay, you got this extra stuff in the game, and all that, but the AI is not acting right and stuff like that. All this stuff is not being executed. You know, at the end of the day, it has to be a quality over quantity approach. It can't be, you know, all this stuff in the game and then next thing you know, it's like a lot of stuff not working. You Technics did that and y'all saw how that went. They didn't add a whole bunch of features, but they tried to, like the lightning challenges, for example, and that turned out to be ass at the end of the day. They used that damn telemetry data, telemetry data, and that went terrible. A lot of people didn't like that because you couldn't even pass the goddamn car because they are using telemetry data. And what that basically does is that, the AI is holding a line because it's supposed to be the line that they ran in real life. So I didn't really care for that at the end of the day. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta execute at the end of the day with what you're gonna add in the game. At least get the basics right first. Hell, for all I care, I'll just have the Cup Series in there again, and you know, and not have the Xfinity trucks, and they can add that later on or into the next game. Just try to execute. Give us a good NASCAR game to play first before you add all this other stuff. That's all I'm trying to say. I hope you guys can understand that. Trust me, like I said before, I would like those features in the game. Don't get me wrong, but don't y'all want some good AI and the basic stuff at the end of the day? That's what I'm trying to say. So, that's my thoughts on it. I just want to. I'm tired of all this stuff that they add and it's not executed. Not to mention we haven't had a good NASCAR game since '07, '06, where all the basic stuff was pretty much good. Not to mention that they had some features in the game that was well executed as well. And y'all know how games are nowadays. A lot of games come out buggy, stuff like that. So you got to think about that as well. DMI is a small company for now. They at the end of the day, we don't know how their resources are and all that. So, we don't know how much experience they got. They said they got people that made NASCAR games in the past, but we'll see when that time gets here. But that's my thoughts on it though. I hope you guys agree with me on that. When it comes to that type of stuff, and yeah, hopefully that they can take the quality over quantity approach. Hopefully they doing that right now, and like yeah, let's try to get the AI and stuff good, and then we'll focus on this stuff. And if we can't execute this stuff right now, let's just continue to work on it and add it later on in the patch or something like that. This feature right here and stuff. And then we can add it. If we can't get it in this game, we can get into the next NASCAR game and all that. So that's what I'm talking about at the end of the day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the better quality this time. Speaking of quality, I got better mic, you know, video in the background. This is a big improvement. Sorry about that, my mic cut out for a sec for some reason, but yeah, this is a big improvement from my last video. This is a big improvement. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and enjoy the rest of the gameplay, and I'll have another topic about NASCAR 16 soon in the future to talk about. Until then, enjoy the rest of the gameplay and see you guys next time.
We think you need to come in. It looks like you've got some suspension damage, but we do need to look at it first.